It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the women's division for years to come. I've seen her potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
It sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
If it isn't SmackDown's soon-to-be #1 pick.
Hi, Bailey. Good to see you too.
I'm kind of fed up with the draft, honestly. It's so subjective.
Isn't that the point?
I think the point is to serve certain people's interests, including those in charge. But for anyone who's a real wrestler with integrity, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're a SmackDown superstar who's going to be drafted to SmackDown. Like I said before, what's the point?
Are you okay, Bailey? Something seems off.
I'm fine. You know what? You're right. You should be proud. Good luck next week.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft on Monday.
Since SmackDown has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed. But I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on SmackDown. Oh, and speaking of the draft, Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire, and sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
It's the woman who's keeping the draft rumor mills spinning.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chelsea, England, the Princess C.
That's not a superstar walking to the ring. That is a hype train, and everyone should get on board.
Well, let's just see whether she can take care of business here tonight or if that hype train is going to end up derailed.
It's hype against might here on SmackDown. Here comes the boat, ready for action.
And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
The Queen of Hearts, the boat, whatever you call her, Natalya deserves the accolades.
Amateur wrestling, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, so many ways to hurt you.
Natalya is looking to show the women's division exactly why she runs things around here.
A win tonight can certainly help her in that mission.
I know some people are getting tired of the draft speculation surrounding this superstar, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And Natalya has to be careful not to get burned here.
This isn't Natalya's first match against an overly hyped superstar. Often by the end of the night, the buzz is dying down and her opponent is lying down.
In any event, it's good to see her looking like herself again after that strange trip she took as a part of the Beacon.
Oh my goodness! Kick to the spine.
Oh, they clutch their opponent's wrist, and look at this.
And now a series of stomps and kicks. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage. And a stomp to the gut.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
Buffet strikes.
Vicious combination of strikes. A volley of strikes.
Oh, look at the knees.
One after the other.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline.
Oh my gosh. Terminating knee smash.
She is at a total disadvantage right now.
She's really struggling to find an answer here.
She's looking winded now.
Yeah, but at this point, it's still anyone's game. How disrespectful. awful. My gosh. See ya.
Flattened with a downward spiral. Natalya's shoulders are down. Is that enough? It's over. All in a night's work. Here is your winner, the Princess C.
At least for tonight, she absolutely lived up to the hype. Consider all doubts erased.
That's implying that there were doubts to begin with. How could anyone think she isn't worthy of a #1 pick? A win like this is just confirmation. What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
That's right, Byron, and all the rumors are saying this superstar will be staying on SmackDown as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by General Manager Nick Aldis.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. Always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches, and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I should have known. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. But if I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, SmackDown is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Nick Aldis got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this, Raw.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it. But Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Oh, I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Hey, you all right?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
Hey, this superstar might surprise you.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the nearest nightclub, Sensational Starla.
Hey, I remember this competitor. We wrestled at the same state fair in the early 2000s. Man, that was a great night for me.
Wow, does that mean you actually won a match?
No, I lost, but later that night, I went on a ride at the same fair, and it was amazing. It flipped you backwards and forwards and random, seemingly defying physics. Then the next morning, I woke up, and I discovered the Saxtonation.
This explains so much.
Here she is, SmackDown's #1 draft pick.
And her opponent from Chelsea, England, the Princess C.
After last week, you've got to think she's looking forward to facing an opponent in the ring rather than someone darting in from the crowd.
And an opponent like Sensational Starla, who, no offense, appears to be here to let SmackDown's top pick make a strong statement.
SmackDown gets a good look at their top pick right now. After the unfortunate events of the draft last week, you'd think our top pick is hoping for a night that's a lot less memorable.
She doesn't really have that luxury, though. She's not just another superstar on the roster. She's had some high expectations placed on her, and her job is to deliver.
Well, I'm hoping she gets the moment she deserves after what happened last week. The draft should have been a dream come true, but one lunatic in a mask turned it into a nightmare.
That was a vicious display. You could almost see the disdain in their eyes.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Carrying into jeopardizing position here.
Nice scoop slam.
That could make an opening for her.
Oh, merciless knee to the face. Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline.
Going for the pin.
Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Boom.
Hit the ropes. Ooh, what a knee strike.
She could end this thing right here. And she's not done yet.
Fighting hard to stay in this match.
Arm wringer applied. Beautiful back kick.
She's lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Yeah, but you got to think this match is still anyone's. Oh, my gosh. Terminating knee smash.
And she wisely heads back to the ring. Setting it up. Boom.
And now an imposing onslaught of attacks in her direction.
Starla might be in a panic soon. Utilizing a little penchak salap.
Turn out the lights.
Oh, look at the knee strikes.
Endless knee strikes. You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut.
Able to save herself there.
Uh-oh. Harlem sidekick. Downward spiral. Shoulders down. Is this it?
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you like attention, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us, them, all of them.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Is there someone helping you out?
Make the right choices and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
Roxanne's an attention-seeking lunatic, but we got her. I'm gonna take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Here's the woman, anxious to upend the unmasked Roxanne Perez.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Chelsea, England, the Princess C.
There's an extra degree of intensity in the arena tonight. She heads into the ring not as the top overall draft pick, but as the swift hand of justice.
And I know a lot of folks are watching to see what kind of sentence she can deliver to Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez's opponent is poised for payback. A woman obsessed with championship gold.
Because Roxanne knows what she's worth.
And her opponent, from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Well, Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
So much success, so young.
Well, maybe that's why Perez feels so entitled. But then again, I guess it's not entitlement when you're as good as Roxanne.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Taken down to the mat.
Hitting the ropes. Brutal knee to the side of the face.
And an answer from her.
Oh. Gets out of the way of that one.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. Neither superstar giving an inch here. Perez on the receiving end.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Oh! Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Oof. Oh, man.
Who will break first? That is the question. Wow.
Setting it up.
Boom. She's revved up and has her opponent in her sights. Solid contact across the chest.
She's being derailed here.
Yeah, but you know this one is still up in the air.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
She's amped and ready to show she's not one to be messed with. Perched on the shoulders. Boom! Feast your eyes. That could be curtains for Roxanne. Downward spiral. A pin. We have a pin.
This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez is recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And Aldis goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions. What the? Bayley and KO about this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me. Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I've been ready for a change, and WWE could be the breath of fresh air I need. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are gonna kick some mutiny ass!
Haven't changed a bit. So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay, we go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do it. You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not going to leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah, we're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we could use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny, you one-upped us. Well played, moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and he had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
That's enough. So NXT Mutiny, if you want Troy back, show up to SmackDown and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up!
Here he is, making his WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Accra, Ghana, weighing in at 237 pounds, King the Gangster Jones!
This guy isn't just any random recruit. He and our recent #1 draft pick go way back. I'm guessing he and turncoat Troy Simpkin aren't as close.
Well, definitely not, Saxon, and that's not likely to change anytime soon. Seems he's picked up a few hosting tips from his old friend. They're showing Troy some hospitality, WWE style.
A drama-filled night. We haven't even begun the match. Let's get this one started. Carlito has arrived.
And somebody's about to get a face full of apple.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Carlito!
We can see this man's cool demeanor right now, but Carlito has a red-hot temper.
Yeah, that's something we've seen come out even more as of late. Carlito gets angry when things aren't cool. As cool as he is, you can tell Carlito's ready for action.
And this is just the calm before the Caribbean storm.
For most of us, this will be our first look at the newest member of the WWE roster.
I've heard this guy is a relentless fighter, but I have to admit, I'm a little uneasy about these sorts of tactics. Hostages? Is this how you want to introduce yourself to WWE?
Well, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, Saxton. Besides, Mutiny and former WWE producer Troy Simpkin have brought this on themselves. Inflicting pain at will. What are we about to... Oh!
Ah, crushed a hamstring.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Kicks to the face. Capped off with a big one.
Carlito is losing grasp of this match now.
Carlito has to turn this around quickly. Wow, full Nelson knee lift combo.
Oh no, I think we're gonna see
the electric chair.
Nope, rolling elbow right on the mark. Ripcord, lariat.
And he's being totally cut off here.
Yeah, he's got to find some respite here.
A quick reversal by Carlito.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
German suplex, but that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination. Oh, look at this combination of strikes.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet. And that might be the start of the momentum swing Carlito needed.
This could be a good chance for Carlito to get some distance and rethink things.
Oh! Counters with an attack on Carlito. Oh, reverse STO.
Here it is.
Now the pin. What a victory!
Here is your winner, King the Gangster Jones!
Our former #1 draft pick can add talent scout to her resume because it looks like she just brought in a ringer after his explosive debut.
Talent scout and Warden, Cole. They've kept Troy in their custody, and it looks like Mutiny's going to have to come up with a plan to spring their sniveling suit.
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here! And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those.
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy, disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Meteora! Quick thinking from JC. Sent right into the corner.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. It might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and Jacy Jayne have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
Got out of the way.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds. Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Man.
Forearm to the face.
Ooh-wee.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
There's a tag. What are we going to see here?
Double team effort. Double shoulder block. The communication between these two is evident by that move. He's able to reverse it.
Ooh, sharp elbow.
Solid teamwork, but let's not forget, the champs have solid teamwork of their own, too.
To reverse it.
Firm control.
Oh, a big boot.
Oh, look at the knees. Just endless knee strikes. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. Crushing the hamstring.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
That was a furious assault from the champion. Each blow coming in harder than the last.
Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline.
And Jacy is taking on a lot of offense now.
Yeah, Jacy's being completely neutralized.
This is brutal.
Just going all out with every blow. Back to the mat. Oh, man.
The champion just teed off. Our challenger found no way to break free there.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Wow. Real European uppercut.
Placing her against the turnbuckle.
And a hammer fist right across the collarbone. Teamwork could be exactly what makes the dream work in this title match.
Boom! Tag's in here. Gravel back to her partner and gets the tag.
Taken down by the neck. Oh, what a kick.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Right in the face.
My God.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
What the hell's going on around here today? All the suits look like a donkey kicked them in their tender bits.
That is a very specific analogy, but the reason everyone's upset is Mutiny is creating their own title, the NXT Mutiny Championship.
Why should we care? It'll go right down the memory hole with the multiversal Infinite Championship and every other fake belt in history.
We're already bleeding superstars to their side. An NXT Mutiny champion gives them even more credibility. I tried to get Triple H to stop them, but he hasn't even returned my call. If Mutiny keeps gaining momentum, I'm on track to be the last GM of Raw, which is a distinction I'd prefer to avoid.
I'm not looking to be the last man hired for your show either.
What can we do at this point other than sit back and watch?
My partner and me took their Unity belts. How about I go down there, win their made-up tinfoil title myself, and show them exactly what I think about it?
That's borderline nuts. We're in a war, and you'd be walking behind enemy lines without any backup.
I don't need any backup.
I can't officially sanction this, but it sure would make an impression. And if somehow you pulled it off, it might turn the tide of the whole war. You sure you want to do this?
Let's roll. I'm going to walk into Mutiny's house, put my feet up on their couch, and serve them a case of frosty Stone Cold Steve Austin style whoop-ass.
Hell yeah.
Mark Coffey getting ready for a battle against Nathan Frazier.
I hope they tear each other apart.
What the hell? One half of the Unity champions just tossed Nathan Frazier aside like a sack of wheat.
It looks like the Unity champ is going after Coffey next.
And the referee's going to let this one go. We have a new matchup, guys.
What we have is a fight.
This wasn't a scheduled match, but it looks like we're going to get it nonetheless.
And it looks to me like Mark Coffey's about to become the second member of the NXT Mutiny roster tonight who's going to lose some teeth to one half of the Unity champions.
Mutiny claims to like anarchy. Well, tonight, they're getting all they can handle.
Oh. Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
And fends off the pinfall.
Not the worst idea going for a pin there, but it's close.
Turns it around.
Nicely done.
Belly to back suplex.
No! Kick to the spine.
Indy counters. Mark didn't see that coming.
On a stomp. Well-placed kick. Taking flight. Senton from the apron.
I think you really felt that one.
No need to raise alarm, though. He's got plenty left.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Ooh! And Coffey is really being knocked around here.
Coffey now just trying to survive.
STO. Here's the pin. Can Mark Coffey dig out of it? Barely kicks out.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
A Roaring Thunder.
Rolling Thunder Stunner. Mark is out. That's it.
2. Coffey's been defeated, but apparently that isn't enough for the WWE loyalist.
He's kicking Coffey right out of the ring. It looks like the Unity Tag Champ has something to say.
Everybody in this building knows I go where I want to, when I want to. So when I heard Mutiny was getting big ideas about making up their own title, there was only one place I was gonna be. And that's right here in NXT Mutiny. I just obliterated 2 of your guys, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of your damn roster if I have to. Because that mail order belt, I'm taking it just like me and my partner took the Unity titles. So go ahead and...
You knew this had to be coming.
Kevin Owens is one of the leaders of NXT Mutiny, and he has heard enough.
When you came out here like a tough guy jumping people from behind, I thought about sending the entire locker room out to smash you like the tackling dummy that you are. But I have a better idea. See, I'm not going to let some WWE poster boy ruin our show. You want this mail order belt that's about to become the most valuable prize in the business? Then all you have to do is compete in our main event tonight. A qualifying gauntlet match.
One of the biggest superstars in WWE is going to main event NXT Mutiny in a gauntlet match.
And if he wins, he'll have a shot at being the first ever NXT Mutiny champion.
Hey, you. My name's Psycho Sally, and
I don't want to hear one word from any of you traitors. What's wrong? Too afraid to mouth off now that we're standing face to face?
I thought you didn't want to hear one word from any of us traitors.
Well, it is kind of boring out here in the parking lot. So might as well say your piece.
I was just going to ask if you're hungry. Catering is really good tonight. There's even cake!
If Bailey and Kevin Owens think I'm walking into some trap right before I run your little gauntlet...
Wow, you seem really mad. Are you more of a pie person?
Look, I don't know you, Psycho Sally. This isn't personal. But you're a soldier on the wrong side of a civil war where you're the bad guys.
We're the bad guys? You and your partner broke into our arena, kidnapped our producer, then proved what heroes you were by returning the Unity Championships to the company that fought creating them for years.
After Mutiny declared war on WWE and attacked our whole damn roster.
Mutiny has a lot of people who used to be on your roster. Makes you wonder what they see and you don't.
The only thing I see is that I'm fixing to take that pretend belt your side just made up and turn it into scrap.
Every belt is pretend until people agree that it's real. You sure you don't want some cake?
Yeah, I'm sure.
The following is a Gauntlet Turmoil match and is a qualifying match for the NXT Mutiny Championship. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
It's the man who's here to show the WWE Universe that Mutiny was a mistake.
And from Accra, Ghana, weighing in at 237 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Dean the Gangster Jones.
I don't think this guy is afraid of anything walking, Corey.
You're right, Saxton. The thing is, courage is only a virtue until you lose. And tonight a loss is likely in this difficult gauntlet match.
A shot at taking the Mutiny Championship back home to WWE is on the line. The Scottish Supernova.
And representing Meta 4 from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 178 pounds, Supernova 11, Noam.
Look, I'm not downplaying his skills, but Dar needs an ego check.
Certainly thinks he's a cut above the rest.
You two just don't get how good Noam Dar is. It's time you recognize his profound abilities.
You can be talented and humble, Corey.
Not in my experience.
Throughout his career, Dar has burned bright like a supernova.
And trust me, that's not just a metaphor.
This superstar didn't just walk into the Lion's Den. He did it carrying a bunch of stakes.
Well, he came here from Raw looking for a fight, and Kevin Owens gave him one against 3 of Mutiny's best.
The reward will be worth the risk if that man carries Mutiny's new championship back to WWE, Corey.
Stopping their opponent.
Followed by a forearm smash. Turning the tables.
Big overhand.
Haymaker after haymaker.
Boom. Neither competitor is backing down. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Slugging away with everything they've got. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Clothesline.
Oh, solid kick across the back. Enough already.
Mounted palm strikes.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Placed him in the corner here.
In the second rope. Enziguri. And Noam Dar sidesteps. Ooh. Ooh.
And he turned it around. Right on the patella. A precision strike like that had to be calculated. Rapid fire stomps to the back.
Every strike more devastating than the last. Oh, that's gonna sting your back.
Oh. Ooh, sharp kick. Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Deliberate attack with intentions of cutting down their base.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
A kick out before 3. Wow. And Dar turns it around.
Planted face first. And he avoids what was coming. Evades the attack. Oh no, I think we're gonna see
The electric chair. Nope. Rolling elbow right on the mark. Makes the cover. What? Oh, he kicked out.
You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down on him.
throw connects. Sent into the corner. Counter. Saw it coming. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. Inside cradle. Going in this small package. Just gets the shoulder up.
That was a long 2 count there.
Counters to gain the advantage. And that was an efficient form of offense with that move. That's him up down. Like being manhandled by a bear. Wasting no time. Into the cover.
He's still got life in this matchup.
Pop forearm. Dar wants to fly.
Up high.
Oh, gets caught up in a bad position. And he slides him back to the mat.
Down the line into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
No good. The rope stopped the pin. And that holds Dar back. Roll up here. Fights out at 2.
He just won't give up.
Ooh. Cut short for Noam Dar.
They are out of here, but we still have 2 more participants hoping to run the gauntlet.
So who's next? The one and only Axiom is ready to make some noise.
The NXT faithful patiently waiting to see what happens next.
Ooh, roundhouse connects.
Kick to the gut. I have a theory what's coming next.
The old ataxia.
What's his plan here?
Oh, man. Face buster.
Step over. DDT.
Penny predicament, shoulders down. Oh, kick out.
He's not going to go down that easy. Wow, full Nelson knee lift combo.
Axiom at the mercy of his opponent.
Axiom now just trying to survive.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet.
Here's a snapmare, followed by a knee drop.
That'll fracture an orbital.
Punishing power slam. And shoulders are down. And he breaks the count quickly.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
Mounted palm strikes.
Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Really just laying it in.
He's able to dodge out of the way.
Standing Spanish fly. Are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Kick out at 1.
He's far from finished. Vanquish Axiom.
Is it enough? The cover! He manages to kick out. What strength!
Man, oh man, what resilience.
He's got to be running on instinct alone.
Though you got to believe he'll be looking for the kill shot one more time.
These two are finding an answer.
Roll up here. Makes a cover. Yes, Saxon has been eliminated. Time to hit the showers.
Here's our final entrant. Gauntlet match finale time. All right, here comes Lee to make some noise in this gauntlet match.
The arena is electric right now for this gauntlet match.
A quick series of up and around we go into the small package. Fantastic.
Shoulders down. He manages to make it barely a 1 count.
Not even a 2 count for him.
Looking to get airborne here from the top rope. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
My goodness, look at this.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet.
And right into the pin. Uh-oh. 2, and he powers out.
He thought he had it.
Rolling thunder into a stomp.
Wesley is in serious danger. And staying with it, into the cover.
2.
And they're eliminated. And there's your winner.
Here's your winner, King the Gangster Jones.
If NXT Mutiny holds up their end of the bargain, this man will be competing for their new championship.
I think we're going to see a trap spring anytime now because there's no way Kevin Owens and Bayley would let that happen.
I'd question your strategy with all this mutiny title stuff, but I kind of feel like you're making it up as you go along.
You ever known me to do anything different?
I know you also didn't have a plan when you decided to climb Old Man Thompson's tree, and we had to call the fire department to carry you down. Not a great look.
Oh, sure. Bring up my childhood trauma.
Hopefully you're triggered enough that you actually give some thought to what you're doing.
That was a long time ago. I've refined my improvisational technique.
Beating everyone up is only a technique until you lose a fight.
We got ourselves a real simple solution then.
Yeah, you just have to keep winning. Here's the thing. Doesn't this all seem a little easy? Mutiny could have jumped you, but they didn't. Not to mention this whole mystery chamber twist. Something's up.
Trust me, if they have something planned, I'll be ready for it. The price is worth the cost. We got the Unity belts. I take this new title off the table, Mutiny doesn't have much left after that.
Your mind's made up, so this is a losing argument. Good luck down there.
We have no idea who is in those Mutiny mystery pods, guys.
What we do know is that every man in that chamber is going after the guy carrying WWE's banner.
This superstar knew the risk going in, Corey. Now we're going to see if he can reap the rewards and become the first ever Mutiny champion.
Got him in the corner now.
In full control here, face first.
Solely focused on in the corner. Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight.
Oh, targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. He took the worst of that impact.
He knew he'd get hurt. In a match like this, you can't avoid it. Going after the arm here.
And Wolfgang can't mount any offense.
Wolfgang needs to reformulate a strategy.
And a stomp to the gut. And right now, Andre Chase is next to set foot in the Elimination Chamber matchup.
Ooh, he fends that up.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
Stops the ref count before 2.
Just kicking out at 1 takes a lot in a match like this.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Oh, and he had the wherewithal to counter Andre. Knee right to the face. Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Oh, that'll give you whiplash. Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks. Oh, man.
Good grief. Turn your lights out. Looking for a suplex here
to set up a cutter. Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
It's Duke Hudson out of his pod and into the action.
Reverse DDT.
End of the road.
Shoved right out of the ring.
Out of the ring and onto that dangerous floor of the chamber.
What's he doing?
He's setting the wall for some reason.
Please no.
He's got 11 arms and feet.
Went for the high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being...
Oh, boy. Holy hell. Here's a cover. What's this do after 2?
He really thought that was it.
Oh, man. Andre Woods, he thinks he has it. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
It'll take more than that to hold him down. Trampling the opposition. Ooh. Out of the pod and into the action. Here's Brooks Jensen. Watch the educated hands and feet.
Buffet strikes.
Boom! Read that one.
Lariat. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Scaling the chamber wall.
What is the plan here?
It can't be good.
No! You gotta be kidding me! Does he get him here? Then you see Chase. 3, no!
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Elbow drop.
Reducing. Looks like Nathan Frazier is next into the chaos of the chamber.
Bam! That should do it right there! Kicks out. He still has life. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
No one can.
Carefully played. Oh, nice backslide. Pinning combination. Cover! And he kicks out of the pin in 1.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt. Danger everywhere you look.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Kick it out before the count.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure.
Double underhook applied. Up and
face buster.
Can that finish Nathan?
Cover. There's 2. 3. No. 2 count.
Where in the world is he getting this from? His beating heart will not be stopped.
I've lost count.
Lifting up their opponent and down with shot.
Wolfgang just closed the book on this one.
Not about to go quietly into the night.
That took some serious endurance, I'll give you that.
Watch the towel rolling fire into the stomach.
Oh, that pulls Andre out.
Is it enough? The cover.
Things are starting to whittle down with just just 4 superstars remaining in the chamber.
I can't see this going on much longer.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Uh-oh. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Oh, my God, no!
Unbelievable!
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue. Oh!
There's the cover! We are down to just 3 competitors inside the Elimination Chamber.
Cover! 2 count.
And here we are, only 1 fall away from a win.
Kick to the knee.
Right on the patella. He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
We know what's racing through his mind.
A timely counter by Wolfgang.
Hoisting up their opponent.
Playing with a Uranagi.
Wolfgang got it. Can he end it?
He's taking some serious hurt, but somehow he's still in this.
I think he managed that kick out on pure instinct alone.
Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men? What could Wolfgang be looking for?
From the top. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark. Wow, full Nelson knee lift combo.
Slowly getting back up, and he is not going to like what's next.
A rolling thunder into a stop.
No way Wolfgang recovers from that.
Now with the cover.
That's got to be it.
He survived the gauntlet. He survived this mutiny mystery chamber, and now he's not only one half of the Unity champions, but the very first NXT Mutiny champion.
Mutiny's leadership cannot be happy.
I don't like to compliment Mutiny, but that is one nice-looking championship.
Guys, what's the new champ doing? Is that a sledgehammer?
This might be a short-lived run for that championship.
I think you're right, Cole.
He's destroying the brand-new NXT Mutiny title.
Not only that, but he's sending a strong and clear message, Cole.
Look at that. All the work that went into it, destroyed by the very first champion. You'll love to see it.
If you're on Team WWE, and I am, maybe this is a sign of things to come. Maybe we are one step closer to the destruction of Mutiny.
We can only hope.
Wow, what a statement. What an incredible victory for WWE. First, you basically steal the Unity Championships. Now you destroy our first ever NXT Mutiny Championship belt that we didn't even give a damn about in the first place. That's right. You never wondered why we didn't come out and stop you from wrecking our title? Or why we even gave you the opportunity to win it in the first place? Or why when those mystery pods opened that it wasn't some big WWE superstars who had jumped to Mutiny? It's because you played right into our plan. Not only did you spend 2 weeks spiking our ratings, you wore yourself out, showing us exactly who the weakest links in Mutiny's chain were. And now, we've cut them out. So thank you. You managed to make Mutiny that much stronger. Maybe next time, think twice before you barge in here with a head full of steam and no real plan. Or better yet, don't think twice. Seems to work out better for us that way.
That's the way you make an impression. Bust in through the front door and make them choke on their own egos.
I appreciate it, but the way KO spun things didn't make it feel like a win.
Come on. You walked into their house, beat half their roster, and turned their fancy title belt into shrapnel. Kevin Owens was just spinning.
She's right. If I had to guess, they didn't expect you to go rampaging through like a bulldozer. KO made all that up to save face.
They could have jumped me at any time, but they didn't. They put a bunch of scrubs into the chamber match. Hell, Psycho Sally came out to the parking lot to offer me some cake. Makes me wonder.
If they created a title because they knew you couldn't resist going down there to win it, sacrificed a bunch of their own guys just to see if they could hang with you, then bake you a cake? That seems a little egocentric.
Well, when you put it like that.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they grew up together. I grew up with a lot of weirdos. Doesn't mean they'd make a good tag team partner.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
And here they are, the Unity Champions, joined by their mentor, CM Punk.
I don't think calling CM Punk a mentor goes far enough. He's really been a guide, a guru, and a friend to these two.
Well, you're not wrong, Saxton. I was skeptical of how valuable the influence of a guy like Punk could be, but you can't argue with the results.
These two have put Mutiny on pause, and Becky and Seth are on high alert. And here are the challengers, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins.
A mixed-gender tag title and a husband and wife tag team? It's easy to feel like these Unity titles were made for Seth and Becky.
Unfortunately, they forgot to put them on their wedding registry, so they're going to have to earn them in the ring, just like everyone else.
The Mr. and Mrs. look to make these belts his and hers right here.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And their opponents, Dean the Gangster Jones and the Princess C.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created. For the best in WWE competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE, Cole. Whoever wins this match, the Unity Championships are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all WWE title match, and I am here for it.
And into the corner he goes.
Straight into the pin. Gets the shoulder up and one.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
Just pounding away. Just grounded and pounded.
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way. What a punch!
Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps.
Attack after attack on target.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
Heave the side. Jeez.
And you don't often see the champ.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
This is not where... Nice escape. Oh, look at this wicked striking ability.
Blackout.
Shot to the back.
It knew what was coming there. Looking helpless right now. She countered that into her own offense.
Letting her opponent know she's more than ready.
Misses the target.
Rear European uppercut. Ooh.
He counters with a great reversal.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Hit the ropes. Oh, what a knee strike. Big time power slam.
DDT! Fatigue is setting in for the challenger.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
Looking for the victory. And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down. And the forearm smash.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here. Being set up in the corner for something.
Boom! Seth is being overwhelmed.
Rollins has to find a way to right the ship here. I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
pin attempt on her teammate.
Rolling elbow. Woo-wee.
What a counter.
Seth Rollins hooking his opponent.
Small package driver. She manages to reverse it.
Up into the torture rack. And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Got him. And the tag titles stay put.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, The Gangster Jones and the Princess C.
They've done it. A well-deserved victory against tough competition.
And it's more than a win. This match is a reminder of what everyone is fighting for. Not just championships, but a break from the mutiny chaos and a glimpse of what WWE was, and hopefully will be again soon.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah. This reminds me of when we first became friends. We dominated the neighborhood kids in just about every game there was. Tag, hide and seek, kickball, you name it. Until the Andersons moved in. 5 kids, all super athletic beyond their years. They took over. But you didn't get discouraged. And before you know it, we were beating the Andersons' strong and agile butts.
And the Andersons are mutiny in this analogy?
Yes. It's why I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take them down.
You're right. We can't let this stop our momentum.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to Raw, I only have live event matches lined up.
Ah, the hero of the moment. It's about damn time.
Not quite the warm and fuzzy greeting I was expecting as your #1 draft pick. What's going on?
After you and your partner struck the first blow against Mutiny by taking the Unity titles from them, I was hoping for more of the same here on SmackDown.
And that's what you're going to get. We were all on the same page. What's with the attitude?
You haven't heard? We've lost the WWE Championship.
Somebody beat Cody? Oh, we must have been so focused on Becky and Seth that I missed that.
He didn't lose the title in a match. Mutiny stole it. Io Sky made off with one of our most prestigious championships in the midst of their most vicious attack yet.
If I'd have been there, I'd have stopped them.
Well, you weren't. And to make matters worse, Triple H is saying his hands are tied. So I've got a board who won't act, Cody in the hospital, a locker room in disarray, and no idea how we're gonna get the undisputed WWE title back.
I'll go take it from them. Mutiny is trying to wreck WWE's legacy one piece at a time. I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
You can't just waltz into the Performance Center and look for it. I have it on good authority that EO has taken the championship to Japan. So are you ready to fly halfway around the world on what could be a wild goose chase?
Hell yeah. Nothing like a 16-hour flight to enjoy some quiet time before I bring the chaos and take down Mutiny.
Okay, good luck. We'll be counting on you.
Weren't you on SmackDown, like, last night?
Glad you're a fan, Paragon.
Well, I was mostly watching to see my favorite superstar, LA Knight. I love that guy. Just something about him reminds me of myself. But anyway, I'm guessing you're here in hot pursuit of a missing championship?
Could be. You have some intel?
Maybe. Can you get me LA Knight's autograph?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, Io Sky showed up here last night with that title, and she wiped me out.
She beat you?
Like a drum. But then that wrestler Chosen from PWJ rolled up and put a whooping on the both of us.
Wait, Chosen beat up you and Io Sky?
What, beat us up? Hell no. He cleaned us out in a card game. Dude even took the WWE belt off of Io on the river.
Wait, now you were on a river?
It's a poker term. That's not important. Chosen won the belt, and then he and La Congrejita Loca went off to celebrate.
La Congrejita Loca from Lucha Magica? How did she get involved in this?
Locker room romances are a weird thing. If you want to get the story from the horse's mouth, Chosen is out in the arena parading around with the belt like he beat LA Knight for it. That would never happen. Guy is unstoppable.
I'm going to go have a talk with Chosen.
I think that means you're gonna jump him. You know, I'm supposed to team with him tonight.
Find yourself another partner.
You got LA Knight's number?
Oh. Oh.
Chosen, I kicked your ass once, and unless you give me that stolen belt, I'll do it again.
I don't have your belt.
Paragon said you won it off EO in a card game.
I did. But then...
But then... what?
Then... the fire of my heart. The sun I orbit around. The one true love of my life. La Congregita Loca. She took it with her to Mexico to remember me by.
You gave her the undisputed WWE Championship as a memento?
Yes. Now I have neither my title or my love.
You are ridiculous. It's obvious she didn't take the title to Mexico to remember you. She took it to defend it in a match.
It was... oh, a lie? No!
I guess I'm headed to Mexico. I really hope Aldis reimburses me for these flights.
Please tell her. Chosen still loves her.
No. You can keep your so-called undisputed title. I knew it the second I held it. That is a bootleg replica belt.
Of course it is. Io didn't tell you. She took the real belt with her. I didn't see any harm in using the fake one I took from that egomaniac Chosen to sell at Arena Estatal. He is cute, though. And obsessed with me. Maybe Chosen's not so bad. What do you think?
I don't give a damn! Look, where did Io take the real WWE Championship?
The WWE Archives.
The WWE Archives?
You are Mutiny, see?
See, I'm Mutiny through and through. Just trying to keep it on the down low so I can really stick it to WWE when they least expect it.
Then you know Mutiny's taking the belt there to destroy it with everything else at the Archives.
Everything?
When your friends erase the history of WWE forever, it will be a blow they will never recover from. You must be so disappointed to be missing the fun tonight.
I think I'll be there right on time.
It looks like this superstar brought back a souvenir from the WWE archives.
The last time these two got their hands on each other, they almost tore the WWE archives down around them.
And the reaction to this superstar driving out in Stone Cold's monster truck just about tore the roof off this building.
Let's see if the superstar can keep on trucking once the bell rings.
Gentlemen, pay respects to your double champion.
I already am.
Well, double your respects then.
She has to be riding high with those two titles in hand.
All that work she put in has clearly paid off, and she's got both of those championships to prove it.
Target on her back, and on both titles, it's time for the champ to go to work. Not going to be any question about who's champ after this.
Io Sky came this close to effectively erasing the history of WWE before the superstar stopped her. Tonight she'll attempt to finish the job by taking back the stolen WWE Championship.
It's not enough for Mutiny to throw the entire company into a civil war. Now they're actively trying to destroy our legacy.
And that's why we need superstars like this, who give a damn about what made this business what it is today. Capped off with a knee to the spine. Oh my gosh, what impact!
Oh, right into a counter.
This is going to get ugly. Driven down, air raid crash. And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
And Io's offense gets fought off.
What are we going to see here?
Well-placed knees to the hamstring. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Blackout.
Beautiful arm wringer applied. Bang! So accurate.
Some damage being dealt to the champ. Piercing knee decimates the face.
Tagged with a punch.
Here's the combo of strikes. Wow.
No doubt Io is having trouble here.
This is a more daunting task than Io bargained for. Punch connects.
Nasty knee. The challenger is going for it. Getting the shoulder up before two.
That's still a quick kick out at this point.
Off the ropes. To pick up speed and a big kick to the side of the face.
These attacks are clearly adding up on the champion.
I don't think either one has the edge at this point, though.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking.
Crucifix. Pinning combination. The champ just beats the 3 count.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Downward spiral. And into the pin. Title on the line.
Oh!
Kick out. She still has life.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Io with a turnaround.
Io managing to get some control back.
Up into the torture rack.
We might see a new champion crowned.
Makes the cover. Yes, got it. New champion.
And with that victory, the undisputed WWE Championship belt is coming back to Raw and SmackDown, right where it belongs.
I don't know, Saxton. Right now, it looks like it might belong around that superstar's waist.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck for your entrance tonight.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. And I don't regret it either, because that entrance, that was badass.
I suppose the only thing I can say is... oh, hell yeah!
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Alexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series, with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be Jacy Jayne competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Alexis King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head towards Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
You ready for this, punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this Mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bayley. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bayley hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bayley. And their opponents, the Princess C and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Stop in the leg! Just nasty. Ripcord lariat!
The challenger enduring the punishment.
Oh my gosh! Terminating knee smash.
Momentum entirely against Lexis here.
Lexis unable to use his wide arsenal here. Boom! Wow! Lights out.
Being placed in the corner here.
There's the tag.
Tag's made.
Whips across the ring. Flying shoulder block.
The champions with some of their signature teamwork tilting the odds in their favor.
And he got there. He made the tag.
Brutality. Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Kick gets caught. Oh, what a roundhouse.
Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn. Wait, what? Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flower miles. You two grew up together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go back to whatever hellhole town you're from. Find your safe space, because it's not here. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Ugh. I haven't felt like this since the year we both moved away from our hometown.
It was really tough at first. You spend every day with someone and then all of a sudden they're gone.
But ultimately, you must have figured out how to stay friends despite the distance, right?
Yeah, it was hard and took a long time. But we realized even though we didn't see each other, we still had each other's backs.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.